Good morning. Welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. It is currently Monday. It is 8:15 and we need to have a very productive day. I have quite the to-do list. Hold on, I'm so thirsty. My throat is dry. Okay, now we can continue. I need to do a lot of editing. I'm actually meeting up with my friends today. We had our plans kind of change. We were going to go up to LA for the day with one of our other friends that lives up there, but because they had to cancel, I'm hoping that we're going to stay a bit more local. There is a new coffee shop. Well, I say new. It's not new. It's new to me that I really want to try. So I went ahead and put that in the chat. I was like, how do we feel about this one? And then going to the barns, that's relatively close. And so we'll see what they say. Focus. It's really not that hard. Thank you. It's very gloomy and kind of darker out, even though it looks a little lighter on camera. My camera always struggles to focus. Okay. I need to finish my reading journal setup. So I've done probably 80% of the work. I want to finish that today. I wanted to start the new weekly vlog. Check. I need to edit. I need to completely edit one video. I want to start edits on 2 others. So I have my final Patreon video that I finished last night. So I need to edit that and post that as quick as I can, essentially. And then I wanted to also start edits on the 5-star reads for 2024 and my 2025 New Year reset. And then I have one work task to do, but that will be done tonight. And I added on here to update Notion. It is officially December 30th. It is the week of a new year. And in my Notion, I have set up a Monday through Sunday kind of habit stuff and blah, blah, blah. This starts that week of these implementations of stuff. And so I want to make sure I'm updating that daily with various, mainly the habit tracker that I want to do. So I have it on my phone. I have it on my computer. I can totally do it. For now, it's time for me to figure out the next thing. I think I want to get ready first. I think we were planning on leaving at 10:30 or 11, so I have 2 hours roughly before I need to leave. And I think I want to be ready as far as makeup and hair first, and that way all the time I can maximize. I know I'm ready and I don't have to think about well, how long is it going to take me to get ready while I'm doing other tasks when I could have maybe spent more time because I didn't. Does that make sense? It makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna get ready. I won't do a get ready with me chat right now, but I won't be surprised if we get one at some point in this video. Just because I want to be locked in and focused and do this as quick as I can. Okay, I have had the most productive hour and a half of my life. It's now 10:15. I have completely edited the Patreon vlog and I edited the 5-star reads. Now, the 5-star reads is a very simple video to edit because it's just a sit down. I just need to cut out the points I don't want of silence or whatever, but they are now both exporting. So I think I said it's 10:15 and I am going to go ahead and eat something. So we are going to be going to this coffee shop. It's a greenhouse coffee shop vibe. I'm very excited for it. I also just put on my long sleeve I'm going to wear, but I'm cold. So I'm trying to debate what I'm actually going to be wearing as far as over it. I was going to have my puffer vest. Maybe I'll bring it, but I'm definitely going to need this as well because I'm freezing. I just turned the heat on. But I just feel so good that I accomplished that. I expected to edit the Patreon vlog and then start maybe editing on another video and then it would be 10:50 and I gotta get out the door. But I feel so good and I was able to also organize all the footage except for the random footage that's on this SD card for the reset video. And so I was basically organizing all of the random clips in different places and figuring out which ones I actually needed to keep because in classic me fashion, especially during an intro. I am gonna have like 15 clips of me trying to start a video, and I gotta weed through what parts are what, and it takes time. Okay, I'm gonna figure out some food stuff, and then maybe I'll also, please tell me this is still good. January 14th. Yes, so I'm gonna drink this green juice, and then I'm gonna probably have this, but I do have those lemon ones. But the lemon ones are just smaller, but they're still, how many grams? 5 grams of protein in this, but there are 11 grams in this. Well, it makes sense to double. I could just eat 2 if I really want it. I really want the lemon is what I'm figuring out. So I gotta figure out what book I want to start next. So I did just finish the We Hunt the Flames. If you watched the last weekly reading vlog, I just finished that last night. Okay, start with one, JC. Start with one and then build on that. And so I did check out the second book in the duology. So I have that on my Kindle already, and I have the audiobook. But I also have the 13th Child that I only have the physical book of. So I think I kind of want to read both. I think I want to have like a physical book that I can read along with an ebook. I think I have a week left on the audiobook for 13th Child. So it'd be in my best interest to get on that. Also, I haven't brushed out my curls yet. So if you're like, babes, those are tight, that's why. That's why they look a little silly right now. Okay, I'm gonna eat, and I will probably check in with you guys before I leave. Okay, I'm about to head out. I just changed into some jeans, and I do have my puffer vest that I'm gonna bring, but right now I'm just so chilly, so I'm keeping on the fleece jacket. I'm gonna have to bring my green juice with me because I didn't finish it in time. Riley's gonna pick me up before we head over to Dana's, and then we're gonna drive to the coffee shop. But I packed my bag. I have my reading journal, my Kindle. I'm gonna pack you guys, and then I have some coloring supplies because we have a coloring book that we want to do at the coffee shop. But I figured if I have the ability, I would also like to work on the reading journal just to kind of maximize time. And why not if we're all gonna be there just like doodling, you know? So, okay, I'm obsessed with my background. This is my 1 month plan background, and I just absolutely love her. I love her with everything I have. It's just so nice, and I feel like having that is gonna be like so motivational as I set new goals each month. Like not new goal, like adapt small goals to achieve the big goals by the end of the year, like in making small mood boards to do that rather than making the year one to then have that is supposed to be the only board and background I'm supposed to look at for a year. No, I get bored of that and I have to make a new one. So I also have on my main page the one that is kind of more of an annual one. They're random pictures and things that I've grabbed from my lifestyle Pinterest board. So I like having this as like my home page, but then I have the like monthly one as like my main like lock screen. I like the variation. Okay, this is it. Oh, I also, okay, I'm stuck between starting We Are the Stars, whatever the second book to We Hunt the Flame is, that duology. I'm stuck between starting that or starting Shadow of the Night. I'm really thinking Shadow of the Night. That is the second book following A Discovery of Witches. I have the ebook that I finally got from the library. I have the physical book too, but this, I was gonna say the small font. The font is so small that it's been kind of intimidating for me to pick up. And so I think having an ebook alongside it, like maybe at times I'll pick up the physical, will really help because I have the audiobook and it's like a 24-hour, 21-hour audiobook. Like it is massive. And so I think having the Kindle where it's like I can't really see how big the book is or feel like, oh wow, I read 50 pages or I read, I don't know, for an hour, but really it's only 20 pages it feels like because the font is so small, so I don't feel that accomplished like looking at the book. I think having like the ebook is going to help me. So I'm thinking Shadow of Night is where I'm leaning on my ebook, and then I still want to start the 13th Child as well, but I'm bringing my Kindle only. I'm not bringing a physical book. Okay, that's my update. 3-minute update just to head out the door. Like that is so me. That's so me lately. brain is not processing. Okay, what the place? Daiso.
Japanese.
Oh, and then we went to Greenhouse Coffee and Bar or something.
Oh, wait, right here.
Oh wait, I have a menu.
Coffee bar and eatery. I bought the holiday ones. I'll send it.
Is that from Etsy?
Shop. She has her own website, but I'll send it to you.
Oh,
there's a girl that.
Okay, yeah, links please. Okay, wait, my brain isn't processing.
Daiso.
I know. I was just like, well, I was thinking like, when did I last talk like to the camera before I left?
Sorry, I'll show. Oh.
That's impossible. You don't understand how many times she'll just look at the camera or she'll just say words. And I'm like,
but I'm not supposed to be in this clip, you know. So it's
that's true.
Yeah, so I will shut up.
Okay, we went to Greenhouse Coffee Bar and Eatery. There we go. I mean, it's a word. Oh, here's your thing.
Oh, I shut up. Oh, you're done with that.
Well, I just wanted to show it, but I need to put pictures up, obviously, because it was so perfect and beautiful. We went to the Greenhouse coffee shop, and that was all of our first time, and it was so beautiful and perfect, and like the ambiance was absolutely immaculate. Dana was coloring on the Romantasy coloring book, such a vibe. I was working on the reading journal, and then Riley was having her Pinterest coming of age moment. So I mean, it's a new discovery for you. So it was just so cool to be like with everyone, but also doing different things, but also the same vibe. And then afterwards we went to Daiso, which is a Japanese store that has a lot of different things, but we went for the stationery stuff. And I got way too many stickers. Thank you to Dana for, well, I mean, okay, Riley, you get credit too. Sure. But like, I always think of Dana when I think of stationery supplies. And so I got like wait, it's not focusing. Please focus. Thank you. I got all of these stickers and just like collage things. And so we're now back at Dana's and we're just gonna kind of organize some of it, maybe do a little bit of it. Oh my god, like who just like has, we're just like all looking pretty much at Dana's stuff. Like how long have you been doing?
Not long, like a year.
And you've collected all of this in a year?
Yes.
You go, okay, well when you put it that way, actually.
It's $1.75.
A lot of stuff, yeah, being at Daiso. That I think my entire thing was like $20, but like for everything I got, I'm like, I could never do that anywhere else without buying it probably like unethically. So, it's true. Well, you guys have a point right now, but I like that I've now discovered Daiso. We will be there. We also got some Galentine's Day so sorry. Riley got these ones, but we got some Galentine's Day stuff at TJ Maxx, and so now we're just gonna do bullet journal-esque things. I just got back home. It's now 7:30. It was such a perfect day. It was such a perfect day with such a great group of girls. Like, it was so cool to go to the coffee shop and like we were doing 3 different things, but they all were the same vibe, and we were just like talking with each other as we were doing our like respective activities. Like Riley was like on Pinterest and like making some inspiration boards, and Dana was coloring. I was working on my reading journal, which I was able to finish today. So now tomorrow I can finish out the reset video by showing my reading journal like setup for the year, along with what like my reading goals and like reading habits I want to implement and all of that. So that will be done for the video, and that just feels good to then get that done today. And I feel like I just set myself up for success by waking up and like getting out of bed early to like get ready, and then I was able to edit videos. Like I got so much done in the morning that I felt like I was already going to be at peace hanging out with them for the day and not like thinking about, oh, like maybe I should have gotten home sooner because I had more I wanted to get done today. Like, no, by utilizing my time in the morning, like I just relaxed with them all day and embraced everything that we did. I felt like very present in everything that we were doing, which felt really nice because that's something I really wanted to do today. Like that's what I wrote in one of my like journal prompt responses, is like, I don't remember what the question was, but I wrote that like I really wanted to be present with my friends today, and I felt like I was. And it was so cool to like go to a coffee shop we hadn't been to before. It was such a cool one, and I definitely want to be back. And then going to Daiso, that Japanese store, like it has like every category of things, but it was cool to go in their stationery section because now that I've been there, I've heard them talk about it before, but I've seen it and I feel like it's a affordable place for me to go back to, like whenever I want more supplies or am looking for specific things for certain bullet journal spreads and things like that. Like that's a great place to look for. And then we did stop into TJ Maxx. I think I showed you guys like the Galentine's Day stuff. So like we were talking about that when we went back to Dana's, and like she was kind of like organizing her journal stuff. Riley was kind of thinking about her journal stuff that she wants to get and looking more at like her Notion stuff and like Pinterest stuff. And then I finished my reading journal there. And so perfect. And it was just like a wholesome day. Such a wholesome day. Now it's 7:30 and I still have my evening left to like get some other stuff done on my list for the rest of tonight. I have a work task I need to get done. It shouldn't take too long, so I'm hoping I knock that out pretty quick. And then I'm uploading the Patreon book club video, my last Patreon video, which is crazy, but I exported that and the 5-star reads video while I was gone, and those both happened successfully. So I want to get the Patreon one uploaded so I can post it for them as quickly as I can. And then I wouldn't mind starting my next read tonight as well, like even reading a couple chapters. I'm still thinking Shadow of the Night, the second book to A Discovery of Witches. That's where I'm leaning, but we'll see. And then I should look at my journal spread, or not my journal spread, like my journal prompt that I did, because I think I wrote in something. I don't know. I need to update Notion as well before I go to bed tonight with my like habit tracker thing that I want to keep for each week. And resetting each week. I think I talked about that, but can't remember in what video I've talked about what. So if this is repetitive, I'm sorry. But on my Notion, I have just 1 week of like a history of my habits that I want to track. And instead of like keeping like a month or keeping like just extending that, I just reset it every week. I don't care if I put my phone away at 9 p.m. the second week of January when I'm looking back in March, right? Like I don't care what I did 3 months ago with that habit. I care more about if I'm doing it. And so by me resetting it every week, it's like a fresh start. So if I had a bad week, I don't even see that week anymore. If I had a good week and I fill out everything, like I'm on top of the world. I'm excited to continue into the next week. So that's just like a good way for me versus like doing it for like monthly or yearly things. So that's kind of where I'm at. Feeling good. I'm going to go do the work thing first, and then I'm going to get into comfy clothes, do my skincare, all of that. And then we'll kind of be set up for the rest of the evening. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is about 9:30 or so. I'm about to head to the grocery store because I didn't do any grocery shopping this past weekend, so I'm out of some stuff, and I am definitely already finding myself not eating appropriately. So we're gonna head to the grocery store. I made a list last night. This was my first morning waking up without getting on my phone immediately. I bought a digital clock just so I could see the time when I was waking up in the morning, and I didn't have to immediately check my phone to see all my notifications and then kind of go down that path. And it was so nice. I got up. Also, it's been quiet all morning. Usually I'm waking up and immediately like putting on a YouTube video, putting on something. And so for the first hour of me being awake, it's been silent. And that has also been a bit peaceful and like nice. So I got up and I already started a load of laundry, and then I hand washed all the things in my sink that I've been procrastinating hand washing. And so that was like such a nice way to get like my morning started. And then I was like, I need to go to the grocery store. And I was in clothes that I can most definitely go to the grocery store. And I was in like sweats and a sweatshirt. They matched, but the whole point that I wanted to do was like get ready Monday through Thursday. And then like Friday is my casual day. I don't know, like be whatever it is. So I just put on this new top that I got from Quincy. I don't think it's Quincy. I just got it in the mail yesterday. They sent it to me and I love it. It is so buttery soft and like it's double layered, but it's like thin. I don't know. It just feels really nice. So I am putting on that with jeans. Proud of myself, and then I just threw on this jacket because I'm not exactly sure how cold or warm it is outside. So we are gonna probably head to Trader Joe's first. There's some Trader Joe's items that I want, and then I think we're gonna head to like Ralph's or something, or maybe the Target that's near that. What do you call it? Trader Joe's. But Trader Joe's is further away, so I'd rather go there. I know I don't want to get like everything there, so go further away, get that, and then either come back here and go to my local Ralph's or stay out there to go to a different grocery store as well. I haven't fully decided, but nonetheless, it's been a great morning and I just feel so good. I had definitely a hard time falling asleep last night, so I don't love that I woke up and like started to wake up around like 8:30, like getting out of bed, but it is what it is. I still feel like I have had a great start to my day. I also journaled. Final journal entry of 2024, which is crazy. Wow. Okay, let's turn off the air. It is 10:15. I just got done with Trader Joe's side. It was like half busy, half not. I feel like a lot of the people that like were tired were there, and I hate filming that could like disrupt someone just wanting to do the simplest task. So I didn't really film, even though it would have been a lot easier to film today versus other times I've been. But I just pulled into Target and we're gonna do the last couple things. I just need bread and garlic, but they have like different homemade things here, so I want to see about that as well. But as far as like things that I planned that I knew I wanted ingredients for, bread and garlic are the last things. So let's go, and then we'll go home and I will give you guys a haul of things that I got. But it's been such a nice morning. Such a nice morning. We have all of our groceries. I got a lot more at Trader Joe's than I thought I was going to get, but a win is a win. And I'm proud to say that I came out of Target with just the things that I needed, and so yay. Okay, so at, Trader Joe's, I got more of the tangerine juice. I fear this will be a new obsession. It is absolutely delicious. I wanted to get things to have toasted everything bagels with cream cheese and tomato. So we're going to try out the everything bagels from Trader Joe's. I'm nervous, but I mean, I'm toasting them, so I'm hoping it won't be as bad as like just eating like fresh untoasted bagels. I feel like I can definitely tell a difference in quality when I do that. I got some more bananas. This has definitely been a go-to. Like every time they're here in the last couple weeks, I've been actually eating them and like eating them quickly. So I tried to get 2 that will probably be ready to eat over the next day or 2, and then 1 that will be like 3 to 4 days. I got some stuff to make like ramen in a way. So I have my like normal packets of ramen, my 99-cent packets of ramen, but there's an easy recipe of just kind of adding soy sauce and sesame oil and then garlic, which at Target can only get fancy organic garlic. I don't know, whatever. So I got garlic, and I think those are mainly it. And like usually, have your normal packets of stuff. It's really good, and I like to also add egg into it. So I thought that with also the fried rice I already have from Trader Joe's would be a good thing to have. And these things like last a while. You know what I mean? Like I'm getting this the one time and it'll be here for a few months. This is best by 2026. So we are set there. And then this one also 2026. So no, we're set for a while. You only use like a tablespoon of those things. Oh my god, no one told me they still had these. I've been searching everywhere the last time I went, but they're the peppermint marshmallows. So good. We are still having hot chocolate. It is still winter. I'm probably going to make a cup today. And then I did get tortillas for a different intention because I didn't get the rest of the things. I decided against it, but I know like I can just use these. I wanted to get them for barbecue chicken, not barbecue, buffalo chicken ranch wraps, but I didn't end up getting. I was like just looking at like what I was spending, like what my goals are. I'm like, okay, how about if I eat all of this and then I'm like running out and I want more stuff, then I can go get that. But these last for a bit and I can use them for other things, so I'm not too concerned about not getting the frozen chicken tenders and then buffalo sauce and ranch, which I think I have ranch, so I only need the 2, but I mean all that adds up, so figured I'd hold off. I got 2 more of the green juices. Yes, I wish I could just have one for every day. at the moment that is not in our budget. So I got some blueberries. I thought these would be good to put in my little yogurt bowl things. Then I got a Greek salad. I'm hoping that this is going to be really good because it'd be nice to have this as like a staple every other week to get it. Even like, oh, so good. And then I'm hoping that I got the right one, but I believe this is the cheese that I had at Dana's and it was so good. And so when I went to Target, I also got the classic water crackers. I couldn't find them at Trader Joe's. I'm sure they were there. I just struggled. So I was like, okay, that was my third and only item that I got at Trader Joe's because I got the bread that I needed. I got the crackers and I got the garlic. And then also for the bread, I got avocado. So I still have some eggs. I want to boil like 6 of them today. But then I have eggs for avocado toast, eggs for the fried rice thing. And then I got a tomato for the everything bagel that I want. And I just got another pack of these to have in my freezer. Yes. The chicken tikka samosas. Just a great staple to have. Great staple. And so that is everything that I got. Oh my god, how can I forget? How could I forget? I got flowers. Wow, this is coming up way saturated on camera, and I love it. I mean, they're definitely like bright orange, like a deep orange, but I'm gonna do the things for that. But I'm like, I love having fresh flowers. It is worth it to me. I think total, they're $10 or under, so I feel good about that. And I usually have them for 2 weeks, and then I get new ones. So, okay. I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then it'll be close to time. Yeah, it's 10:45. It'll be close for me to get on my computer. I need to start working at 11. So I basically just had a chill day. I have so much PTO to take, so I'm like, I'm just gonna have the morning that I need to have today, and then I will get to work at 11 when I'm officially on the clock and need to be on my computer. So, okay, I will see you guys at some point. Okay, I'm officially working, and it feels like it. It feels like it. I made my toasted bagels with cream cheese and tomato slice. So good. I just had 2 bites, and that's all I needed to know that it's delicious. So I don't want to get on a kick of like trying to have them every week, but I think even buying, like, I don't know, every 2 weeks even, like, I don't want to get overwhelmed with buying too many breakfast options because I have like the avocado toast option. I have eggs that I want to boil. Like, I don't know. I just don't want too much, and then like things go bad, or I'm like, oh, I'm no longer feeling that. I just don't eat it. So we're gonna try to balance it all. But okay, I will check in with you guys probably at a stopping point with work, and we'll go over the other things that I hope to get done today. Okay, let's move you guys up. It is 1:30, and I am going to do a little bit of multitasking. Work is fine right now, so I am going to update a little bit on my Notion. I have some papers from when I did my apartment tour. It has different pricing and things like that I'd like to add on to my notes page, and that allows me to kind of see numbers in one space, and where's like, there we go. And that just allows me to kind of put everything into one place, like for moving costs and everything that is going to be that process. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I just grabbed a crisp apple lollipop. So good. Let's go ahead and open it. Let's crack open a cold one. Oh, that was a good one. Yep. I finished the reset video, so all of that footage is officially completed. That video is done as far as filming. So I also want to update Notion. So I'm going to do the moving side, but I also want to update Notion on the next 2 weeks of what YouTube is going to look like. I have videos filmed, certain videos already edited, certain videos I'm filming now. Like, I need to see kind of what that will look like as far as when I would like to have certain videos up over the next 2 weeks. So that's what I'm going to work on as well right now. And I just have YouTube on in the background. I'm currently watching Swoop 2. So that's her second channel where she does less of deep dives, more of like kind of dipping her toes in the water, as she says. So this is how this YouTuber ruined his image in 7 seconds. Jake Doolittle. I don't follow Jake Doolittle, but I did see another drama commentary channel like talk about this, and so it's cool to see Swoop also talk about it and have a different like perspective on it. I don't know. I love these videos because it's just yapping. To me, it's just yapping. Like, I do not care about that content creator's life. But, like, why is it so fun to have someone deep dive on, like, a cancellation? It's just therapeutic to me. I don't know what it is. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'll check in with you guys afterwards. Okay, I don't know the last time that we chit-chatted. I think I was going to update my Notion, right? So I did that. I updated the moving stuff that I had, like just information on. I put that in there. I put in just some like basic information on a very like easy partnership that I have with Quince right now. That's where this top is from. And they is basically like, here's these pieces. You can like do this option or this option on like sharing it. And so for me, I chose like posting on Instagram as like a main feed post and then posting it like a static story. And I like that. I like that. So wow, God. So I'm good for my story tomorrow because once I got the pieces, it was like 7 days to post. So I wanted to make sure like I understood everything I need to put in captions or hashtags, tags, all of that. So I set up that Instagram post to go live tomorrow because it's perfect to like wear this with my Atomic Habits book and all of that. Like as a New Year post, I really liked the idea. So I was like, oh, let me try to like get a photo with this today. And I feel like I got one that I like, so we're good. And then I thought there was something else that I did, but I can't. Oh, I did update like my posting stuff as well, like updating my content calendar so that I had a visual. Now, the only 2 things that I had on my to-do list for today was I need to make the thumbnail for the 5-star video, 5-star reads for 2024 or whatever, because that goes live tomorrow. So I need to make the thumbnail for it. And then I wanted to start edits on the weekly vlog. So I have tomorrow off of work as a New Year's Day. So I plan to finish the weekly vlog edits tomorrow, but it'd be really amazing if I didn't have to edit that entire thing in one day. So I'd like to make good progress on it today and then like maybe do all the rough cuts or something. I don't know. But I need to definitely spend a couple hours on it. And then, I have no plans tonight, guys. Your girl's not going anywhere. One, I am kind of surprised. I'm not. But like, obviously you guys know, like, I'm not one that, like, just goes out, like, to bars and things. The fact that I don't drink really does play a role in that, right? Because there's no, like, incentive for me to, like, want to go to a bar. Then I'm like, okay, well, I'm not even going to have the fun tasting cocktails. So why do I want to go? But I'll say, like, in general, on New Year's Eve specifically, like, there's just so many, like, car accidents that happen that I'm like, I've had some of my friends, like, offer like getting together, and I'm like, I don't want to drive more than 5 minutes away from my house on New Year's Eve with the risk of like drunk drivers and just that statistic out in the world being higher on New Year's. So I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, thank you. But I feel so good about just what I've done today and how today has gone. I also had to submit my time card for today. It's like so weird. End of the year stuff, like we always have to submit like 2 time cards because of the end of the year they have to do it for like accounting purposes, and then I have like a 3-day time card that I'll have to fill out by the end of this week as well. So it's just like silly to do, but I'm gonna get going on the thumbnail words, and then I don't know if I then want to edit or if I then want to read. I haven't read yesterday and today, and it I feel it. I feel the absence in my life. But I've also just been going and checking things off my to-do list and having a very productive like time, and I feel good. So it's weird because I'm like, but I'm not reading. But I also haven't had the energy and capacity to read. So yeah. Okay. That's my update. You guys, I made it to 4:15 and I'm done with my work day, of my work requirements. And I will say, I don't think I'm gonna have to take that much PTO as I thought I would, because I got 2 holiday days of pay during this time. And the way I work, like I was just looking at my time card and I was like, oh, like I don't think I'm gonna have to take as many as I thought I would. So I love this for me. But my work day is over. My work requirements are over. So I am gonna change out of, honestly the top is very comfortable, but the jeans, I'm just like, I don't want to be wearing jeans anymore. So I can pretend I just came home from work, came home from the office, and can change into comfy clothes. I made my thumbnail. I mean, at this point you've seen it, but I love her. I think she's so cute. And now I'm changing into comfies before I figure out if I want to do some reading or if I want to do some editing. When I tell you I have never felt more at peace than I do right now, this feels like exactly what I want to be doing on New Year's Eve, which just sounds very silly, if I'm honest, very silly. But I'm in some comfy clothes. I have my sweatpants on with a crew neck. I just put out that cheese that I got at Trader Joe's with some crackers, and I have more here. I still have my Olipop. And I have a fully charged laptop to allow me to do some editing. And I just feel so at peace. Like I just feel so cozy in my own home. And I'm just very happy right now. So I'm gonna continue to have YouTube on in the background. I'm gonna get started on the weekly vlog footage. Yeah. So this is gonna be fun. I'm nervous because it's just always a lot to go through, and you never know how long they're gonna be. I feel like I'm consistently hitting like an hour and a half at least, which feels really nice. But it's like, what is that gonna be this week, and like how much footage do I actually have? And I think I still have a little bit of footage on that, on you guys, because I don't think I've dealt with the footage from Sunday. So today is the 31st. Yeah, I don't have any footage from the 30th. So I'm gonna need to still you guys real quick, and then we can do some, what do you call it? Time lapses and cutesy things. Oh my gosh, what time is it? Oh, look at my handy dandy digital clock. Oh, you can't. She's right there. It is almost 9 o'clock. Now, I will at least make it for the East Coast New Year. And I think that is just checkbox, you know what I mean? Checkbox. So I will 100% not be awake for my own New Year. I'd rather be asleep and wake up rested. Especially not going anywhere. I'm not about to just stay up for no good reason. I am going to start my book. So, frankly, I don't know the last clip and I don't know how much I updated you on, but very proud of myself for editing through all of the weekly vlog footage. Like that, it was just so good to like get through to where I basically did a rough cut of everything. So, skim down all of the audio footage and then skim down all of the B-roll, and then tomorrow I will go through and like add in all the stuff, extra stuff that I do for the B-roll side, and then like the intro, finding those clips, and then it'll be done and I'll be able to export it overnight. Now I also, what do you call it? I also want to film a video tomorrow, but I don't know if I want to film a video tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, when I made my like updated my calendar for my Notion for like my content planning stuff. I think I can do by status or maybe just all projects. So I have my 5-star reads video going live tomorrow. Then on Friday I'll have the weekly vlog go up. And then on Monday I plan for the New Year reset. And then on Wednesday I plan for the 24 for 2024. And then Friday another weekly vlog. The sky, you guys. So I have really until I can film it over the weekend if I also don't feel like filming it now, like tomorrow. Because tomorrow morning, like I'm gonna want to get up, I'm gonna want to shower and wash my hair because I was gonna do that today and then I didn't. So then I didn't. So I don't know, but I have no work tomorrow, so I have a lot of flexibility. And based on my like to-do list, I'm set. Realistically, I'm set. Like this stuff is not going to take me long because I did 99% of the weekly vlog editing already. So I won't export it till overnight. I'm not working. Like, I mean, I have the capacity time-wise to film it, but I may just want to have a nice reading day. Like take advantage of being paid for my time to not work. Paid holiday. Am I right, ladies? So we'll see. But it's kind of like where I'm thinking about tomorrow. I love to think about the next day before I go to bed. So I kind of just map out in my head, like, it doesn't matter when I wake up, but when I do, where, like, what am I gonna be doing in the morning versus, like, it doesn't really matter in the afternoon, but I like to kind of map out how my morning's gonna be. Now, I also brought my water because I didn't drink it. At all today. So I just poured this glass and I'm just going to have it here to drink throughout the night over the next hour while I'm awake. And then that way I can check off my box for my habit tracker that I went and I drank water today. So yay. And I'll be able to check that I read. I don't want to read every day. Like that's not necessarily like a habit that I like have, but I like to see then like how many days of the week I did read at the end. Like that I think is going to be fun, but it's not something that like I want to read every day. Well, it's a fun goal to have, you know, but like I just know like not every day's like that. So like not every day do I have the capacity to or the energy or the whatever because I'm busy with friends or I just had a long work day and like my brain could not ever process a single word I read. But still a fun checkbox to do if I did it. Okay. No, I can do hard things. I can do hard things. Starting a book is a hard thing. We're going to start off with Shadow of Night. I don't think my friend Yasmin has the time to watch my videos, especially with them being 6 hours long. But I'm going to have to text her tomorrow that I'm starting this. Part 1, Woodstock, the Old Lodge. Okay, guys. I can do it. I can do it. I will see you guys in the morning with a reading update and to kick off the new year. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys had whatever night that you wanted to have. This is still really hot. I just made some hot cocoa because I came out here and it was freezing. But I want to take a drink. But I also don't want to burn my mouth. Warm hug. Warm hug. I had another morning where I successfully used my digital clock to wake up and see the time and not immediately be on my phone. And it was perfect. I got up. I rinsed the clothes that I washed yesterday. And then I took a shower. And when I got out of the shower, I was able to put in the clothes to the dryer. And then I blow dried my hair to like the 90% mark. And then at that point, it had been roughly like an hour since I'd woken up. And so I checked my phone to see if there's anything worth my time. Because just checking some texts and then some work stuff that came up, but like I haven't had to do anything. Is all something I could just reply on my phone. And then now we're here. Then I came out here and I was like, it is cold. So I lit my candle. Love her. Have my hot cocoa. And then I wanted to give you guys a reading update on Shadow of Night. So I was reading it on my Kindle and I got to chapter 6, and I think that's about 15% of the way into it. Okay, I need like, oh, okay. I found chapter 7. So, where the heck is, oh, come on. This is like, my fingers are not, oh, I know exactly what page it's getting stuck. Okay. So I read 74 pages or 73 pages, but you guys, let's just go to like page, this is a random page 10. This is the font. You can't tell me that isn't just small. So I'm very glad to have the Kindle where I can just have the font a bit bigger. I'm not really seeing a progress from this, but also, wow guys, like, this is a good, like, flat book. It's just great. It's so good. Okay, I need to find a bookmark to use for this guy because I'd like to be able to, like, read sometimes physically, like, especially if I go to, like, a coffee shop. There's 9.5 hours left of this audiobook. I'm listening to it at 2.25, and, like, that's probably, like, what it will be at. I don't really want to go faster. And that is like a good speed for me to like read alongside it. So it's a very long audiobook and I expect to finish it by the weekend, like over the weekend, but I'd also like to start the 13th Child. So that's why I think it'll take me a little bit to get through Shadow of Night because I want to read another book alongside it. So I think we're going to start that book today as well. I don't think I'm in the mood to film, and that is okay because I have time. I think I'll just do it this weekend. I think I would really prefer to just read today, finish editing the weekly vlog, start maybe on the New Year Reset vlog, like editing that, and yeah, like between just like starting some editing on things and reading, that's what I want today to be. Like I got up and to me, like I got ready. I also like, cause remember I said that I wanted to like get ready Monday through Thursdays and then like Fridays are kind of like my casual days, but today's a holiday. Like I'm trying to implement, like if I had a standard 9 to 5, like I would have to get up and get ready for the day. Today's a holiday. We're all off. My 9 to 5 people are not getting ready for the day, you know? I feel so happy. I feel so happy. I think I'm going to go ahead and journal first thing, maybe find a prompt to do, and then I will figure out if I want to edit or read first thing.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations.
I did my journaling and now I'm going to go ahead and get to editing. That is kind of just what I'm in the mood for. I also reheated my hot cocoa. I've been watching journaling videos this morning and it's been lovely. Okay, today's the day. Today's the day we finish the weekly vlog. We can do hard things. Like, we can do hard things. The air is for sure blowing on you, and so I hope the audio is okay. But I've turned on the heat. I put on a hoodie because I am freezing. I put on fuzzy socks. Like, it's cold. So, I'm now bundled up. I want to make an iced matcha. I finished editing the weekly vlog. I made my thumbnail. I'm feeling on top of the world. So, now matcha time, and then I need to figure out something that I want to eat. Was no one gonna tell me? Was no one... I'm sorry. What? Were you guys just not gonna say anything? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow. 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 Do you guys ever get these random urges to do a task? Like, I hit a stopping point in my book. I really had to pee. So when I went and did that, I came back through my room and I was like, I hate how cluttered my nightstand is. Like, it's not cluttered on top, but the little shelf inside and then the drawer, cluttered. So I got the random urge to, like, fix that. So I turned on the oven to preheat for my taquitos. And in the process of that preheat and then them actually cooking, I completely decluttered that space. And I tend to use it as a junk drawer when really, like, some of those things, like, could be put into the bathroom, or some of them could be put into, like, my journaling stuff, like the random stickers, the random, like, nail product. Like, why is that all there? So I went through it and I just feel so good that I did that. And now I'm letting these cool down a little bit before I eat them. And I figured now's a good time to give you guys a reading update. So like I said, I hit a good stopping point in this book. And I actually stopped on chapter 13. So, like, kind of funny considering it's the 13th Child. I thought it was funny. But I'm a little over 100 pages into it. And I haven't reached the full synopsis of this book. But I know where we're headed. And I know what has already happened. So, well, I mean, obviously I don't know the details. But based on reading the synopsis, I know where this is going to continue on. So Hazel is the 13th child in her family. And that is very rare. And she basically was promised to one of the gods, the god of death. And his name is Merrick. Okay. And so when he comes back for her, he takes her away and he has this, like, future planned out for her. He wants her to be a healer. And so that's kind of up to the point of the synopsis that I've reached. And so he, wants her to study to become a healer. And then I believe she is going to be put, like, into a situation where she is dealing with a royal family and the prince that is about her age. Yep. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But I've really liked it so far. I feel like the structure of this is very unique. I think I showed you when I was starting it. And so it starts with the birthday story, and you're kind of getting Merrick, her godfather, if you will, telling her the birthday story as he remembers it. And then it goes into the next chapter, chapter 1, it says the 8th birthday. And then we see, like, I think it's like the 12th birthday or something. Like, I like the way that it's been structured. And so now they don't have any titles, just says like chapter 13, chapter 14. But something that I thought was really cool is it has, like, this element of, like, a smokiness on it. Because this starts out with a punch of sharp sulfur, the little match snapped to life. Flame biting at its wood, stumped, angry for a wick to feed on. I don't know, it's just kind of cool. It's, like, instantly thinking of that. So all the birthday, like, chapters in the beginning all have that, like, smokiness that I thought was really pertaining well to it. But then it's on each, like, chapter. So I just think that's kind of cool. Like, making sure, like, yep, on every chapter. So I'm going to continue on, obviously, but I'm really intrigued so far because I'm curious how, with what I expect of the rest of the synopsis, like, how is that going to play out? How is that going to go? but it's been very unique writing to me, and I really enjoyed how the author has described what our main character, oh my god, there's just like a gnat, took me by surprise. How it's will you go away? Oh my gosh. I like how our author has described how our main character is feeling and really captures that, because we are seeing these different ages of Hazel, and I feel like our author is capturing that well. So yeah. Okay, that's my little initial thoughts, how I'm feeling, what the book is about, all of that. I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna watch YouTube, and then I will go back to reading. I don't know if I want to pick back up the 13th Child or make a little progress on Shadow of Night. I have not like a real deadline with Shadow of Night. I own the audiobook and I have the physical copy. I have the ebook for like 2-3 weeks or something, so I'm not like on a real deadline. But the 13th Child, I only have the audiobook for 5 more days, so I'm on a bit more of a deadline. So I don't know if I want to continue with that to like make sure I don't pressure myself to being behind on that. But okay, time to watch people get their life together for 2025. Okay, I have been reading for the last bit. I don't know. I read another 100 pages though, so I'm currently on chapter 23. Hold on. The receipt makes it hard to get to. Chapter 23, page 203. So, making good progress. I would say maybe like the 40% mark. That'd be 35. Something like that. I think 40%, because I think I was at 20% around that 100-page mark, so it makes sense. I'm really enjoying like how this is written, and I'm really enjoying Hazel's story. Now, I don't know if this is a series, a duology, a standalone. Maybe I should look that up. That could be a good idea. Let me see if like, does this say breathtaking fairy tale retelling readers have been waiting for. What's the... I'm so uneducated about fairy tales, I think. It makes me think standalone then. So it does say, what does a life well lived mean, and how do we justify the impossible choices we make for the ones we love? That statement, that question, I think embodies the vibe of this story up until this point, like that I've read. I think we're now kind of getting into the rest of the plot, the synopsis that I've read. Wow. Like, we are seeing glimpses of Hazel from when she was 8 to, I think she's now 18. And we see these pockets of her time, and it is just so well done. Like, I'm really enjoying this story. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's not just like, oh, like, this plot is fun, or like, oh, like, these are some cool things. It's like, I am obsessed with how this author is telling this story. Wow. I'm very curious how the next 20% are gonna go now that we are heading into like kind of the next part of the synopsis. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I shouldn't say, like, no, it makes sense. It's like the other part of the synopsis, which just makes me curious what the fairy tale is supposed to be. Oh, this is so good though. It is so good. So I think, I don't know if I said the time, but it's like 4:45-ish. So I know the sun's gonna be going down. The sun is starting to set, and I won't have daylight soon. So I want to get in one final update with daylight, and then we can have clips throughout the evening, because I won't just stop recording once the sun goes down. But it is always nice to have the natural lighting and not having to figure out what lights to keep on in here. I've been having YouTube on in the background, but I haven't really been watching it. Okay, I'm just trying to think like what's next steps. I mean, I definitely want to continue reading, but I may take a little break to watch a little bit of YouTube, maybe make another drink or have another drink. I'm gonna say make another. I'm not making a matcha, so just have another drink. I just don't know what I have. And relax. I don't know. I think the only thing left on my to-do list was to update Notion at the end of the day. I don't think I plan to do any more like editing. That wasn't expected of me today, so that's why I'm really trying to just read and like enjoy the day off and not like try to fill it with tasks, you know? Okay. I'll update you guys later. No, like, how do I even start this clip? It's currently 10 p.m. and I just finished The 13th Child. I just wrote like a look, cause I updated Goodreads and I finished it, and I wrote like a mini, like, updated statement. I wouldn't even say it's not a review. I was like, I need to sit on my rating, but I can tell you with confidence that you need to read it. And that's what I can say right now. Like, for my belladonna lovers, and like the whole premise of that trilogy of life and death and fate, you would enjoy this so much. It was so beautiful, and wow. Like, wow. Because the whole premise, right, is like she is a healer, and what comes with that is a lot. You know, like, she can see the ability to like cure someone, but she can also see kind of like a death mark. And that, I don't have the thing in here, but I am 99% sure that's in the synopsis, like, about the fact that she's a healer and like what those powers from that death god, you know, gave her. So think about like all the decisions you have to make when various people you come across are marked with that, and what kind of responsibility you feel in knowing that. I thought everything about this was just really well done, and I did not stop loving the writing, and I really enjoyed just a lot of parts of this. There was a very, very tiny subplot of romance in there. I honestly would have been okay without it, but I understand how it did aid the plot in the last like 25%, especially like as certain like things were happening and decisions were being made and feelings were being felt. Like I get it, but this was so strong that as someone that loves a romance subplot, I would have been happy like without it. You know, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's not bad that it was in there, but like the plot was so strong, and watching Hazel live, you know, and just watching that growth in her life was so beautifully done. Oh, I just love this so much. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I feel just so good. This is my, wow. This is my third morning waking up and looking at my digital clock to tell me the time rather than getting on my phone and then not being on my phone for the first hour of the day. That hour is approaching, but 3 days of it, I notice a difference in how I use my mornings. Like, even on my tired ones, because it's not like it's this immediate, like, adrenaline thing where it's like, oh, I'm on this new habit, this is so great, like, I'm waking up and I'm just so rested and ready to tackle my day. Like, no, I'm pretty sure each morning I've thought about, like, do I just go back to bed? Or, like, I'm so tired, like my eyes are so heavy, like opening up, but I find myself like utilizing 10 to 15 minutes in the morning to like lay there. I'll immediately put on, well, not immediately, but I would say like if I notice myself not getting out of bed within like 2 minutes, I will put on like lo-fi music on the TV, like in my room to like soothe me and also not immediately put my head into like overdrive of like, what are all the things that you want to get done today? Instead, it's just like peace and like slowly waking up. And so I did that, and I feel like over the last 3 mornings, I've been motivated to like get ready for the day because I'm like, well, what else am I gonna do if I'm not scrolling on my phone, looking at notifications, looking at what other people have already done for the day? Like, instead, I'm getting up and I'm getting ready, at least with like an outfit. I'm cold, but I really loved, I put on my Archer pants from Princess Polly and then the brown top from Quince. So I just like, I feel good. So immediately like picking out an outfit, brushing my hair, brushing my teeth, and then always doing like a small task that I likely would have ignored otherwise. Like, I feel so good. Like yesterday it was putting my clothes, like a load of laundry, into the washer, and then I think in the morning, no, sorry, sometime in the afternoon, I don't remember, like I put them in the dryer, and then I put away the clothes that I could, and then like I left the other clothes in the dryer that need to be fluffed again for me to put away today. And then this morning I put another load in, like of my darks, and I was like, I would not have done that otherwise. Like I know that. And what was it, yesterday or the day before, like I did all the hand washing of the dishes that needed to have hand washed, and it was just like something I definitely would have ignored in the morning. Like, who wants to do that first thing? And then like I'm making a drink, or it's like whether or not I'm pouring a glass of orange juice or I'm making my matcha, having some water, like I'm just utilizing my morning so much better and achieving the like habits and goals that I want to have, which is like journaling. So I obviously I'm trying something different. I feel like in this video, I've seen Olivia over on Olivia Reads a Latte's channel. I really like it when she embeds these small reading sprints, and some are small, some are bigger, but like I love that because I think people clicking on the 2 to 3 hour videos are wanting to just have them on in the background, and like maybe like you're looking up sometimes, maybe you're listening to them, but overall it's a lot of multitasking, and I love having those like reading breaks, reading sprints in her videos, because I feel like sometimes I'm putting them on and like I'm reading alongside them, and then all of a sudden we have this 10-15 minute reading sprint, and I'm like, oh my god, this is perfect. And then this morning I did a journal sesh with you guys. What was it, like 7 minutes or something like that? And that was just a raw, like, let's journal together moment, and I love that. Now that I've slept on The 13th Child by Erin Craig, wow, I'm going to give this 4.5 stars. I enjoyed so much of this book. I think there are just parts that didn't give me a 5-star feeling, but overall, like, I highly, highly, highly recommend this book, and I think this is a book that I will ultimately do a reread on. I don't know if that'll be this year or like next year, but I think it has that potential to be one of the books that you want to reread because of all the topics and how beautiful the storytelling is. I'm really looking forward to reading another of Erin Craig's work. It says she wrote The House of Salt and Sorrows, and I've definitely seen that places. I have no idea what it's about, but I know I've actually saved it before. Like, at some point I read like a little blurb about it, or I saw one of those like images where it's like you have the book in the center and then like lines with the words of like what it's about, you know, like these kind of key things. Whatever it was that I saw, it's been on my list. And so I think I'm going to see if the library has it as like an ebook and an audiobook. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but like I know she isn't super well known, and I don't know if she's she's not indie. She's, well, at least on this one, this isn't an indie published. So I'm just curious, like, how are other works, like if the other works even have audiobooks or if it's just gonna only be ebook. But nonetheless, I want to see that one because that's the one I have saved previously. House of Salt and Sorrows. Have you guys read it? Let me know, because I think by the time this goes out, I probably won't have picked it up, but I'd be curious if you guys have read any of her other work before. Yeah, utterly enchanting, enrapturing, sumptuous, gothic, ornate. Gothic is definitely a good term for it. Yet bracingly fresh and alive. That's the statement. Who's Melissa Albert? Whoever wrote the Hazelwood. Darkly wondrous. Yeah, like all of these. All hail the queen of gothic fantasy. Okay. Yeah, no, these blurbs are really, they're really making sense. Okay, I am going to go ahead and get started on work. So today is a full work day. Tomorrow's a full work day. We do have book club tonight. We haven't had book club in several weeks, so I'm very looking forward. That doesn't seem like a sentence I should say. I'm really looking forward. I'm looking forward to like seeing everyone and starting off the year with like a routine event. Like we have book club every single week, and I think having it be January 2nd and we're like already starting the week with like something like a routine, starting the year with a routine item, I think makes me feel really good. How is this a 7.5 minute clip? One more thing before I go. How do you guys feel about the fact that we started a new year in the middle of the week? Because at first I was like, oh my gosh, I think it was Christmas that threw me off, but in a new year, starting in the middle of the week, I actually like, because I started Monday with like starting some of these habits and these goals and these things that I want to do, and it was December 30th. So it didn't feel like, okay, it's January 1st, time to like tackle everything I want to do. Like instead I was like starting to do these things in 2024. So it didn't feel like this drastic change. I don't know what it did to my mental process of that, but like it made a difference to me and I really liked it. So let me know what you guys thought about it. Okay, now I'm gonna go and get some work done. Okay, I don't know how well you can hear me, but I just got to Michael's. I got the random urge to come here. I'm going to be like 30 minutes max. Came to get some gel pens, and then I want to see what other craft stuff they have. So, we'll see. I just got back from Michael's. I'm currently making an everything bagel toasted with cream cheese and tomato. Chef's kiss, but I want to quickly give you guys a haul before I eat that. So I went because I wanted the Jelly Roll metallic pens. So I got the silver, gold, and then like a white one. And then I wanted to kind of just see what they had. There was a couple things that I was interested in, but I think a lot of it was just like browsing to understand like what could I be getting at Michael's as I have certain spreads in mind, because I think something I want to be mindful of is buying those scrapbook pages and such when I know what page I want to use them for. Like there's certain like stickers and things that I've bought that are very like everyday. Like you can use them on various spreads, but I think for specific like scrapbooking pages or specific stickers, I'd like to like know that I have already a like spread in mind to make it for. So I did see a lot of good ones. I kind of took a couple of pictures and everything. And then I went to the Tombow marker like area because that's my favorite brand of markers. They don't bleed through. I just love how they like glide. They're beautiful. So I got 2 more. I got the green 192. Gorgeous. I tested them all, of course, on their like little scrap paper things. And then I got the 991, this yellow one. I thought this one was perfect for my January spread. This one I bought because it was buy one get one 50% off, and this was my second one that I really wanted, but I put it back and I saw the buy one get one 50% off, and I was like, oh, well then this is gonna be cheaper than when I want to buy it later, you know? So I got these 2, and then this was another thing that I was interested in finding, and they are flat cards and envelopes, and so I want to use this in a few different ways. I want to write a mini like letter to myself. Now, whether or not I use the paper in here for that, or I just simply use the envelope to like store it, I want to do like a letter to myself, writing it now for the end of the year me to open. But then also I saw this cute idea of someone basically having these mini envelopes in their spreads. It's just where I have you guys, it's a lot darker than it really is. But I saw them basically have 12 of these throughout their spreads, and they put their like favorite moments of the year written in them, and I thought that was such a cute idea. So I'd love to make like a spread each month. And I don't like they did it in like an entire thing was just this. I'd rather do it like month by month. At the end of the month, I'm writing in those memories as I'm making various spreads for that month. This will go in my like 2025 like life bullet journal, not my like reading journal or anything. So that's my idea with that, and I'm very excited. So those are the only things I got. I also had a 30% off one item coupon. Michael's always has those coupons, so definitely go to their website every time you go. But yeah, those are just a few items that I got, and now I'm gonna eat because I'm starving. It's been several hours. It is about 4:30. I would like to eat something before going to book club. It's probably a smart idea, so that way when I spend money, I can just spend it on the boba, not boba and food. So I have stuff here. I'm gonna figure out what to eat, and then yeah, get situated. I wrote a letter to my future self. Very proud of doing that. I think I told you guys when I got back from Michael's that's something I wanted to do. So I did that for me to open at the end of the year. I'm very excited to do that. I'm just thinking about what the next year like will be. I mean, I'll be living in a new area with like new like neighbors and surroundings, like new opportunities to like meet more people, hopefully getting a dog, like all of those things are gonna like expand my immediate circle, which is just kind of like cool to think about. And so I'm excited to see kind of what all of those areas that I've talked about in like the reset video of like my health, my relationships, my career, my personal and finances, like all of that, like how is all of that going to evolve over the next year? Kind of wrote to all of those things in my letter to myself. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see. Hopefully it's better than like entering, right? Like hopefully the challenges and stuff that I talked about, I'm in a better place with those. And then like with goals, like hopefully I've achieved them, you know? Okay, I'm gonna eat some food. I've just been working. You haven't missed much. I've just been off and on working. I'm in this hoodie, but you guys, I'm in still my Archer and Olive pants. I'm in a hoodie with like, what are these called? Work pants is what I'm gonna call them, but they're not work plants. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Good morning. Happy Friday? Yes. We have not talked since before I went to book club. That's on me. I made this iced coffee. I'm scared. Oh. I actually kind of like it. Okay. But what's the common denominator? That brown sugar oat creamer from Trader Joe's. To be so transparent, I made it because it would fit in my picture better, I wanted to take of the 13th Child than my green matcha. Like I said what I said. I said what I said. I was tempted to make it with my expired creamer thing because that way I didn't have to waste good stuff. But I was like, well, what if it tastes good? I'm glad I did what I did. I will actually drink this. So I posted my review of the 13th Child on Instagram. I want to be better about posting reviews on Instagram, like in my main feed. In 2025, it's not really a New Year's resolution. It's just something I definitely want to do. Last night at book club, it was our first one of like a real book club in probably like a month. Whoa, sorry, almost fell. So we yapped because we hadn't seen each other in a few weeks. Well, like everyone. There's like these little things, but also still with the holidays and everything, like we didn't have everyone together. And so we yapped. Then we finally got to reading for a bit. I read about 10% more, 10, whatever, of Shadow of Night. It's just such a like big book. So I feel like I read for a good amount of time, but to only make a little more of a dent in it, I'm like, wow, I'm only at 26%. That's crazy. But I'm liking it. It is just so wild. Like I was just sitting there and I was just like, oh, okay, alarm. That's helpful. I was just shocked at like all the like reveals that they were just casually throwing my way, I felt like. And I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, when you have to deal with the family dynamic of vampires that have lived centuries, there's gonna be some trauma. Yeah. I can't really talk about the book because the plot of book 2 would obviously give way to book 1. Frankly, I don't even think I talked about what this book is about. So it's like if you haven't heard of A Discovery of Witches, there is like I'm pretty sure a movie on it. I think there's also a TV show. I think my friend said that the first season follows along with book 1 pretty well, and then they like completely veer off. But you're following a world that we live in that has vampires and witches and demons, but they live amongst us, and of course different creatures. They can't mix. And our main female character, she's a witch, and she had basically like let the witches do their thing, but I don't want to be a part of it. Because it says this on the back, but it's like off page before, like in her youth, her parents had like died, and so she was like being raised pretty much by her aunt, and she's like, I just want to go be a scholar. So she's just doing her scholar thing, and not any of her like maybe witch traditions. And in the process of being at university, like she is in grad school level, like she's not, or not in grad school, maybe it's above grad school, like, you know, mid to late 20s. She's just doing her studies, and I think she's in like Boston, but not like city. I don't know. They do a really great job of not making me feel like I'm just like in modern day New York City. It's kind of cool. Because I've talked about this before. I do not want a book that like makes me feel like I'm right now. Like if you're gonna put me in that, like I need it to be like we're in like the UK. We're in the like London, old timey school, university, Oxford, you know, like I need that vibe. And I feel like that's how they really treated this. By treating it by like higher up scholars, I think it's better. And so she's there, and in the process of being there, she calls for a book that is highly sought after by every one of the creatures, and comes our vampire main male character. Vampires and witches are not supposed to like each other. They're not supposed to mingle. You guys can infer. So now they, you know, are continuing on with that plot of book 1, of everyone wanting this book, but then also her being like, well, why? And I don't even know how I got it. And like, messy. Okay. That is my good morning, hello, hi, A Discovery of Witches synopsis. it's still a dense book. Like, it's not easy to get through, and so I think I want to start a second book to read alongside it to feel like I'm making a bit more progress with my reading, and then just like slowly read that alongside. So I was looking at the books that I have, and I'm thinking maybe Crooked Kingdom could be a good one. That would finish a duology. That is also a part of my, what do you call it, my TBR for January. I kind of made a cute, like, small one. I need to actually make my January spreads today. I don't know if you can see, like, I sketched it out yesterday, but, oh, that's a good point. Okay, well, I have Iron Flame, We Free the Stars, which is the second book to the We Have the Flame duology, and then Crooked Kingdom, which would be finishing my Six of Crows Crooked Kingdom duology, and then Heavenly Bodies. I have the audiobook that I got from Libro FM's ALC program, and I have the old, like the indie copy of the ebook. So I'm sure as it's being published now, like there's going to be a little bit of changes, but I still think like I'd be able to follow along pretty well. So that's what I'm thinking. So I remember those four. I have also the new releases coming out in January, which is A Sea of Unspoken Things that comes out next Tuesday, Onyx Storm, and then Carving Shadows into Gold by Bridget Kimmerer. Those are the three that I have listed. And then Heavenly Bodies as well. But in my head, that's like being re-released. I think it's being traditionally published. I'm not entirely sure. But like the Fairy Loot edition, I've been seeing that everywhere. It is so, so beautiful. So that's why I definitely want to read it. And now that I have the audiobook, I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, and I think that comes out in 2 weeks, like January 14th maybe. Okay. No, for real, this time that's my update. That is my update. My weekly vlog went live, so I feel good there. And then overall today, I'm going to be working, and I want to do the reading journal, and then I want to edit. I needed to start on that reset video, because that's going up Monday. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's been a couple hours. I have no idea. It is 11:30. I just got a package in the mail. One that I ordered, okay? So it's like I knew it was coming, but to actually receive it, I think I told you guys in the last weekly vlog that I had ordered my fam's, like, one of her hoodies from her Alchemy clothing brand company. It is beautiful and everything. I needed more, and it's all in the small details. That is something I've, like, followed her and I watch her, like, talk about. Okay, 2 things. I'm gonna cry because I didn't even see the back of this. I got these stickers that came with it. They're all New York based, and like, are you kidding? I mean, as I'm entering back into my bullet journal era, this is gonna be iconic. Then it came with this like postcard, and on the back, I would expect she like wrote this and then like printed on like all the things. And so she's, oh my gosh, she like wrote it on November 20th in 2024 from the Alchemy headquarters in NYC. I am happy that your package has arrived safe and sound. Congrats on securing this Alchemy collection. I seriously hope you love it as much as I do. Thank you so much for your support. I'm excited to see you in your new Alchemy. The team has been working on this collection since August, so we'll all be so excited to see. If you film an unboxing or take some pics, please tag us at Alchemy, and if you love it, we'd really appreciate if you left a review on our website, and you can even add pics to be featured. We're honored to be on the journey of life with you. Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. Get out there, be authentically you, create your reality with love always. My. Okay, that is just like so neat. It's all in the small things, okay? So then the actual like tags themselves, she loves like the aura side of things, and so it says one size, your size, custom milled fabric, custom cut and sewn. It's made in Los Angeles. So that's a huge part about like her company is like it's all made in the US, and so she's very hands-on with that entire process. And then just like looking at this as well, it's just like cute. I don't know how well that focused, but it's cute, right? Also came with a pin, and it says, I open up my heart to give and receive love. She's also huge on affirmations, and so I just love the entire brand itself. And then also this keychain. I want to see if I can get this on my car window seal. Okay. Cool. And then for the star of the show, I got her hoodie in this stunning, stunning blue. So it says Alchemy on the front. The hood has Alchemy here. The sleeve has this on it, and it says, I am at peace with myself and the world around me. And then the back. Oh wait, also, this is the tag. Yep, okay, now the back. Oh my god. Her entire, like, brand. Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. And if we all don't need to hear that, like, the amount of things I do not do because I fear what someone will think, or it's a stranger on the street, the amount of times I will not film in public, even when I could, like, protect my surrounding of, like, not showing, like, strangers in the background that maybe don't want to be filmed. Like, I just won't do it because of my own fear, my own illogical fear. So it's one size because the way that she has, like, the scrunch on the sleeves and, like, the bottom is made to, like, fit kind of the range of, like, an XS to, like, an XXL, because it's so, like, wide, but she's made the huge effort and try to make it to where we all feel good in it, and it, like, it fits everyone differently based on your body type, but, like, it all fits. I've really loved following, I feel like, her journey with Alchemy, and I've just pulled the trigger. I just did it. Let's put it on and see how it fits. No, you're kidding. No, you're... The hood. I fear I will not be taking this off. I'm obsessed with it. Oh, it's so perfect. Wow, okay, well, one, I'm unwell. Two, I will be living in this for the foreseeable future. It was a pretty penny. It was a pretty penny. I am happy with my purchase. This does not feel short of quality. It feels like an understanding of the price. I have bought from, oh, what's that brand? It's my local Optimus sweatshirt, and that was like a pretty penny as well, like competitive with this, and I could feel the quality difference. I feel the quality difference in this. Like, this is double lined. This is the perfect slouch. Like, I don't feel like I'm swimming in it because of how she has, like, this. And the hood. Like, are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Okay, I was like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. It has been several hours. Shocker. It is 5:30, 5:40 or something like that. I have made amazing progress on the 2025 reset video. I am gonna finish up the, what do you call it, reading journal final clip now. It's like an 8-minute total of, like, me doing all that and, like, outroing the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that, and then Riley's heading my way, and we're just gonna have, like, a, I don't know if craft night is the right word here. We're doing a bit of planning with our journals. We're trying to figure out, you know, like, what pages do we want to have at the beginning that are kind of more for the year, and, like, maybe, like, a little intro page, just like, you know, this is, like, my journal. And so kind of want to do that. And I know I also want to then get started on roughly, like, what pictures am I wanting to print because of the spreads I know I want to make. I'm waiting on a few things that I've ordered from places that are, like, crafty things. So, like, that's why I've waited to start it and, like, to print the pictures and all the things, because I'm waiting on those little items that I know I'm going to want to use. So fingers crossed they come. this week, like I guess next week because today's Friday. But yeah, that's kind of what the plan is for tonight. I'm looking forward to a chill evening. Today's Friday. I'm so confused. I had a great work day. Like I felt productive in my work day, but yeah, I'm tired and I feel like I feel like it's been a long week. Like it was just New Year's Eve. And now it's Friday. Now I head into the weekend. Like I'm all like confused and jumbled, but I'm gonna utilize the little time I have before Ellie gets here to go ahead and finish up like 99% of the editing for the reset video. And then when she gets here, I can just kind of like relax with her, do the journal stuff, and enjoy our time. Yeah, that's my update. I haven't done any reading. I don't know if I'll read today or not. But I posted my review of the 13th Child today, and like, so good. So good. Oh, I also got my audiobook for Ember, what's it called? An Ember in the Ashes by Sabatier. So sorry if that's wrong. But I got the ebook, I have the physical book, and then the audiobook finally came today. So that's another book. I'm either gonna like start that one. I don't think I want to start that one like immediately. I think I'm gonna read whatever the sequel to the duology for We Hunt the Flame is, and I already have both like the audiobook and the ebook. I think that's what I'm gonna read next. Or Crooked Kingdom. Oh wait, no, I think I can't do Crooked Kingdom unless I wanted to read it physically alongside the audiobook. Like that's fine. But I put a hold on the ebook, and I think it's like a 2 to 4 week hold. So I just thought that was Crooked Kingdom may be an easier book to just like fly through right now. I don't know. I'm gonna look at stuff. I'm gonna figure it out, and then I'll let you know if I start another book tonight or if I do a bit more reading on Shadow of the Night. Yes, that one. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I think I last chatted with you last night before Riley came over, and I was having a really good like editing sesh for the reset video. So she came over, and yeah, I mean we just talked. We went through kind of our like journaling like supplies and like organized them, and then I finished my January reading journal spread. So I'll show you that whenever I get like back home later. And both of us like went through our like 2025 bullet journal, kind of like scrapbook, and we kind of mapped out like the beginning pages that we want to make, kind of like a cute little like intro page with like a picture of like ourselves, and then I wrote like a future letter to myself, so I want to put that there, and then I want to go ahead and put in like my vision board stuff, what my current like goals are, and there's some other stuff. And then I was kind of thinking about January, what January's bringing, kind of what pages are we going to be putting in for that. So it's cool. It'd be like nice to plan some of that stuff out, because then hopefully between like today and tomorrow I can map out the pictures that I know I already like have taken or like have that I want to be printed. I can kind of map those out to figure out the sizing I need, and that's it. I feel good about that. It's weird because yesterday my hair felt really good. I woke up today and I was like, my hair, I hate this. I did schedule finally a haircut for next Friday. I've got to like chop off a lot. I would expect like 2 inches is my first goal, and I have layering, so it's gonna be like 2 inches like in those layers as well. It feels, ugh, I hate this. So looking forward to that. I need to get like a hair mask or something, because I don't like how this feels. It's driving me insane. And the fact that like I don't have a hair appointment for a week is driving me also insane now. Like, I mean, it's like the quickest I could get in with both of us being available, but it's still now that like I'm feeling this, I'm like, oh, I hate this. So I'm hoping to have more consistent trims in the new year, because I didn't have like a girl here for. I got my hair done a couple times, but like I was getting it done to get it back to dark so I could maintain it, and it wasn't so expensive to keep having blonde put into it. But as far as like haircuts, like I got one in May last year when I went home so I could go to the girl I like and like I'm used to. But it's just like I just need to get consistent trims. We're also gonna be straightening my hair later. Putting heat on it, yeah, I know. Anyways, I'm gonna get to work. I made a matcha somewhere. Yeah, I made a matcha. But I have to work first thing so I can check on stuff, and then we're gonna go to book club. Assuming work is fine, we're gonna go to book club for a little and then come back and do more work. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this hoodie, as you can tell. So just get used to it, because it's not like I can buy multiple. So it's not like you're gonna get multiple colors. You're gonna get this for the foreseeable future. I just got ready for the day. I've been having this lo-fi on, like various ones, all morning, but I think this is gonna be a favorite. It's basically like the lo-fi girl at the park. That's so cute. Also, the sun has come out. It is blue skies. I'm hoping book club area is also like that. But change into some comfies with the sweater because it's gonna be like 60s. It's gonna be cool, but I also fear it could be warm to where like it would get hot in the sun, so I'm a little conflicted on what to wear, but this is fine. I'm gonna change into not slippers and put on like actual shoes, and then I'm gonna head out. I'm bringing Shadow of Night with me because I think that will be a good book to read there. I'm conflicted obviously on like what I should be reading. I want to continue on with it. It's just like such a dense, long book. It's hard for me to like fly through it, but I'm hoping to make some good progress with it today. Work was in good shape today, so that didn't take much time. And then, what do you call it? Oh, just like getting ready, like didn't take much because I just put on, like I didn't put on any foundation. I just put some concealer under my eyes, added some like bronzer blush, curled my eyelashes, and that was it. Because this isn't gonna be like a resolution, but I want to wear mascara less. I just want to curl my eyelashes and call it a day. So I think that is like kind of just like a goal I have, but not really one like I'm tracking or that serious about. I'm gonna finish packing up my bag and then head out. It is almost like 10:30, 10:40 or something, so good time to head over to book club. Right or wrong, we're back in it. We're back in it. I just feel happy. I just got back from book club. I only read like, I don't know, I thought I read for like 30 or so minutes, but it's not like I made a dent in the book. I think I only read like a few percent because it's just so many words, but it's okay. This is though why I feel like I need to pick up a second book so that I can feel like I'm doing something with my life. So we may do that today. Other than that, my main goal is to check on work stuff again and then finish the reset video, like finish those edits and work on the picture stuff. But work, finish edits, read are like my main three, and the picture stuff can maybe be tomorrow. That's how I'm feeling right now. Work, edit, read. You don't get what I just had to go through. I just filmed my 24 for 2024 video of all of my honorable mentions that basically didn't get a 5-star rating but got anywhere from 4 to 4.75 that like I want to recommend you guys. I was this close to just not filming it. I mean, generally, like before I started it, I was like, you know what? I just like don't want to. Like I'm tired. Do I want to do this? And I was like, no, like I do. Just make it casual, make it simple. Like if you mess up, it's fine. Like just speak. The intro, I mean, it took a few times. Once we got there, I just had to roll with it. But getting there was hard. It was hard. Now it's 4 o'clock. I don't even want to think about when I started this, probably 2 hours ago. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have my 2025 reset video finished and exporting. So looking forward to, hopefully that will be done before I go to bed and I can actually like start uploading it tonight. I can just have it upload overnight. And then, I mean, I checked more work stuff. I think on my to-do list, I wanted to film that video, so like I'm glad I did it. I just thought maybe I'd push it to tomorrow, and like as I was filming it and I was like kind of just getting frustrated, like short-tempered I felt. I was like, maybe I just like, don't film it, who cares? I was like, no, there's so many books that I want to recommend. Okay, yeah, finished editing that, currently exporting, and then I just need to like update Notion tonight. So I'm trying to think that's it. It's my update. Now I just want to cozy up on the couch, like melt a little bit, like brain rot, watch some YouTube, don't think about anything, and then read. Like I do want to read tonight, but I think my brain is just so fried right now. Like the process of reading sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible. Hi guys. I have been sat here for the last like 2 to 3 hours. I'm not entirely sure, but I've been reading Shadow of Night. I've officially surpassed the 50% mark. I'm at 52%, and I think I'm going to call it for the night. It feels so good to be past the 50% mark. I would be so curious. Like, I think the paperback is like 580 pages, according to Goodreads. I haven't looked at my copy. But I would be curious, like, the word count, because I know the font is smaller. I say this because, like, how could I read for, like, a few hours, but, like, only, like, it feels like I'm making, like, a dent. Like, I'm like, how am I not, like, further into it? So I'd just be curious to think about, like, the word count in comparison to, like, the 600 pages that I've read for, like, you know, A Court of Silver Flames, like the Harry Potter books. Like there's some of those that are bigger. Like I would just be curious to see like the difference in word count. I don't think Goodreads tells me that. I have to Google it a different way. But it's just hard because I feel like I like the book. I'm entertained. Like I'm curious. Like I want to continue it. But it's not this obsession feeling in any way, shape, or form. But it is very just like cool. Like I want to learn history. Like I am considering getting history books. Yeah. So that should say something because I don't like history. Like that was never a class that I liked growing up. Like, I find certain things fascinating. But as far as, like, true history classes, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't care about that war. Something about this book makes me care about that war. So, there's that. Yeah, and that was just, like, a wild thing to think about. And, like, care about. But, yeah, it's about 8:40 now. I'm definitely sleepy. So I think I'm just going to like go get a snack. I'm kind of hungry. But then I'm gonna like get into bed, put on like a YouTube video or something, and just like wind down. I do have to wake up. I have an alarm set for 7, so I want to wake up at 7, so I can also still have like a slowish morning. So I'll have like the no phone in the morning kind of thing. And then I'm meeting Tamora for like a little coffee date. And we want to be at Wall Riders at 9. So I just have to like account for the fact that I need to check work stuff in the morning. I want to be ready. I want to be like awake but not feel rushed. So all of that means my alarm is set for 7. If I wake up earlier, great. If I go to bed within the next like hour or so, like I think that I will like wake up naturally pretty early, but I have it set for 7 just in case. I have this basketball game on that I'm not watching, but it's just like sports. I'm like, oh, what's happening? Okay, good night, and I will see you tomorrow, where we might finish this book. 5 hours left on the audiobook. That's what it says. So, like, at the speed I'm listening, 5 hours. That'd be pretty cool. I could do it. If I try hard, I could do it. Good morning. Hello, hi, happy Sunday. I cannot put into words how bad I slept last night. Like, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great. I slept at 2. It's currently 9:30. At 4:30, I text Tamora saying, girl, I don't know what's going on, but we need to maybe reschedule this for next week. And by maybe, I mean, we're rescheduling, but like, can you just do next Sunday? My head hurts. My nose, like, was so incredibly stuffy to the point that I was getting, like, sinus and, like, pressure headaches. Things still hurt. I'm so frustrated and, like, irritable because of the, like, headache side of it. I don't want to take this off. We don't judge here. We don't judge here. This is one of the most, probably the most comfortable hoodie from not an emotional standpoint that I have. Because I have, like, an emotional support hoodie. But this, like, I can still work in because of, like, there's no, like, I'm good. Oh my god. Okay, I need to sit. Let's sit. My head hurts. I think I need to do some work today. But let's look at my to-do list. Let me make my 2025 reset thumbnail. I have to do that because the video goes live tomorrow, which it did upload properly. So I just need to, like, get a thumbnail and then, like, schedule it. I need to update my budget sheet today and make a payment on my Capital One credit card. Like, I was waiting until kind of money settled from, like, my reimbursements of stuff and the proper time of, like, before my card kind of gave me a statement kind of thing, you know, like, hey, this is how much you have, so now let's charge interest. And that happens around now. So I need to make the final payment I want to make before that. And then, upload the reset. I did that. So those are the main tasks that will get done today. Oh, I hate how I feel right now. It's kind of like my nose feels, well, I mean, it's red because I keep rubbing it, but, like, it's kind of like it feels raw, like, on the inside. Because, like, it was half stuffy. Like, on one side it was stuffy, so when I was breathing, like, all just, like, air and, like, dryness coming on one side became, like, sore and, like, raw on the inside to, like, breathe. I know that makes sense. I know it does. But it sounds weird. Okay, I'm gonna get organized. But I want to say good morning. Okay, I haven't talked with you in, I don't know, a couple hours. I did my work stuff, like, checked on everything I needed to, and then made my thumbnail for the reset video. I really loved how it turned out. And then now I'm gonna go outside and read at the park with Dana and Riley. So I feel like, I think I just feel sleep deprived. Not, like, worse from the morning, but just, like, clearly she's not rested. But I'm okay. I packed a snack to eat, green juice, and, like, my book and my journal. I haven't journaled today, so I want to journal. So I'm literally wearing this. I told them, like, they don't know my sleep deprivation situation yet. They will, because I'll have to bring it up. But I was like, I need comfy, I need cozy. I'm also a wimp. It's like 70 degrees, but like if there's a breeze, if I'm in the shade, I'm gonna be cold. I'd rather just be in sweats. I was like this close to putting on shorts, and then I was like, I need to shave my legs, and I'll probably get cold. So here we are, just wearing this. And I really need to wash my hair. So I'm gonna bring a hair tie or a clip or something in case I want to put it up, but like this is not, it's actually not that good. Okay, so it has obviously been a while. I think the last clips I got was at the park. I can't get over how good this is. This is the cranberry fizz poppy. Really good. Okay, so what time is it now? 6 o'clock. We were at the park for like an hour and a half, and then we went to Michael's because they both wanted a kind of restock of some pens. The pens that I showed earlier in this video, I kind of get confused with the vlogs, but I think I went to Michael's earlier in this weekly vlog. So they wanted those pens, and then I came back home. I was home by 2 o'clock or so, 2:15, something like that. And then I rotted for a while. I really liked being outside and getting fresh air, but I could tell like when I got back, I did some work on my computer, and as I was just sitting there, I was like, oof, like something is settling in my bones. It's not good. So I eventually went and I took my temperature. Very low grade, very low grade fever. So I'm optimistic. I'm gonna take some medicine. I'm gonna drink some water. I have some water sitting here too, don't worry. And I'm optimistic that I'm gonna feel good in the morning. And if I do, then I'll feel okay going to work. Like my body temperature generally, like they say 98.6, and I would say like I really do stay to that. Like I don't get warmer than that. It's always like 98.4 to 98.6. And so I had a 99. I don't have chills, so that is positive. But I definitely feel the fatigue. I definitely feel it kind of like up here. So I don't know where it came from, guys. I didn't go anywhere. Yesterday I went outside. And then today, so yesterday, like I went to the park, like book club outside. I didn't even go grocery shopping. So where did this come from? But oh well, what am I to do? So I'm gonna take some medicine. I'm gonna get some good sleep, and then I'm gonna hopefully wake up tomorrow morning feeling good. I mean, today is the last day of this weekly vlog, so I guess we'll find out. Stay tuned in the morning. What is like this? They don't feel like bumps. So I'm like, what are these red spots? The same with that. Oh, that feels like a bump. Lovely. Thank you. I am gonna do some reading tonight, but I don't expect to read much because as soon as I get tired, I'm gonna take some like NyQuil as well. So I'm hoping to actually sleep tonight. So I don't want to stay up late reading. I'd rather just like read a little bit and then get some good sleep. I have a documentary on. I just started it. It's Into the Fire, The Lost Daughter. It's a Netflix like true crime documentary. I have not watched any of these in a while. I kind of just want it on in the background. Maybe I'll read some. Maybe I won't. Like I really don't know. I don't want to read just to like force myself to read when I'm feeling like bleh, you know. So we'll see. But nonetheless, I wanted to come on. I wanted to update you guys and probably just end the vlog, and I'll have to do another update when I'm feeling tired already. It's like 6:15. Yikes. Yikes. Okay, well, thank you guys. so much for joining. Happy freaking New Year. Happy freaking New Year. And I'm looking forward, though, to the next week. I am optimistic that we are going to get a lot of reading done. I have a lot of books, like, on my Libby and everything that, like, once I finish Shadow of Night, which it will be finished tomorrow, like, mark my words, I really think that we're going to get through, like, 4 books next week. Like, I am that optimistic. So stay tuned. Come back next week. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one.